Man, come on, you already know MMOEXP, the best coin website to get your FC26 coins. Get a huge jump start to your teams. I'm talking Mbappe's, I'm talking some of the best cards in the game, man. META, that's code META for the best cheapest coins. Check first link in description. Also, 8% off, god damn. Bro, this is what's popping, man. We do have the top 10 best players in each respective position now. Obviously, I actually had to wait a couple of, what are we now? We are 15th of November, game came out in... was it 19th of September? So September, October, we could say about 2 months right there, a month and 20 something days when we are playing this game right there. Do you guys still enjoy the game? Are you playing? What did you guys get in champs? I'm always keen to know. Yeah, a lot of people are complaining about like the patches that they're adding and stuff. I just feel like when the game is somewhat decent level in terms of like responsiveness, the game ain't bad. Do you know what I mean? Like it just depends on when there's specific like mechanics and stuff that people abuse. I get kind of angry, but the game's a game. You can't be mad at the player, be mad at the game. I always say it, man. Like if someone's spamming Trivelas or something, like it's just how the game is. You have to play around with it, man. But yeah, at the end of the day, I'm just providing you the meta plays to actually like utilize in champs, in rivals, to get the best wins. So yeah, if you see some ratty players, hey, I'm just the messenger, boys. Nonetheless though, man, when it comes to top 10, I haven't done this video yet in FC26 because I was just waiting, a couple of, I would say a month or two until people, gathered coins. Yes, some people don't have all the coins for these cards, but at the end of the day, man, there's a lot of people that have a lot of coins right there. So, and I also do have best valued players underneath this video. So you're kind of getting best of both worlds right there. You're getting the top 10 and best valued for that specific position. So hit that like, boys. Let's jump into a top 10 goalkeepers though. This is my own rating, yes, but I try to be very objective, I always say. When it comes to top 10 though, you're looking at goalkeepers right there that have the height, the play styles. Rush out plus is good. You got the likes of, I don't think deflectors anymore that good, but far reach and rush out I think is the main ones. So as you can see, a lot of the cards that I've actually placed here, Oliver Kahn, Buffon, you got obviously the new Donnarumma as well, is a far reach plus, you see. So when it comes to far reach plus, essentially the way they like reach for that ball is essentially heightened, especially if they have above, I'd say they're above 6'2", above 6'3", they're amazing. When it comes to also like goalkeepers, the height is always the better. The taller they are, the better, I always say, because essentially they're going to reach towards the goal better than smaller cards, if that makes sense. But yeah, the best value though is the main man Mainan. Now when it comes to a goalkeeper, right, you want to find someone that's consistent, but I always say in this specific position, very difficult to find the most objective where everyone can agree, because at the end of the day, like it's all different experiences, especially goalkeepers. Because let's say if you bring out a goalkeeper right in game, you're gonna say he's ass straight up, bro. You're gonna say he's not as good because that's your own experience, especially when it comes to goalkeepers right there, where you move him, whether you bring him out. Yeah, it all just kind of depends, but for the most part I think we can all agree these cards are amazing. Allison I don't really think is here. I'd actually put Pope above Allison in my personal opinion, but yeah, Mainan for the best valued, 6'3" is 28,000 coins, and he's got far reach plus, you know what I mean? Like that's all the stuff ticked off. But yeah, let me know who's your favorite top 10 goalkeepers. Let's move over to the center backs though. This one was very difficult. I always say, man, center backs is a very difficult one to add because everyone has their own experiences, yes, but there's just so much, there's a wide plethora of center backs in this game that you could say is top 10, man. Like there's so much, like this Ferdinand that I skipped out on. I just felt like someone like Van der Ven for me, and I think a lot of people with the rapid plus, like yes, it's not that meta to the point where it's like an anticipate or intercept plus, but still, bro, this type of card is so unique that he has to be in top 10. He has above 90 pace split. Yes, his defending is not as good as 39's, but in game I feel like more pro players would opt for someone like Van der Ven. Does that make sense? So you're looking at cards that are just very meta, creme de la creme. Lucio Storm, as heroes they deserve to be very good playstyle pluses as well. Lucio doesn't really have the best playstyle plus for like a meta center back, but in game you have to separate stats from feel as well. I always say that's a main important stat, because someone that has like, let's say for instance 82 pace like Lucio, it doesn't sound like the best, but in game he's going to be so much better because he's a hero. Sometimes EA don't really show you that stats, especially from icon like level. Yes, Maldini only has like slide tackle plus, but in game, bro, it's GG's. Intercept, jockey, anticipate, and in game you're just gonna you're gonna have a nightmare, bro, versing him. So yeah, Beckenbauer as well is very nice. You got Thuram. Now yes, he's naturally a fullback, but you can play him at center back, and a lot of people has always done that. 6 foot, not really the tallest, but I feel like he's in that very nice height. One thing I'm also noticing as well is EA kind of shied down on the reactions for a lot of these icons, bro. Because they used to have a lot of reactions. Correct me if I'm wrong, man. Let's jump over to let's go EAFC 25. Let's see Thuram's normal base stat. This one has 83. Let's check this 88 one from last year. Also, he also still had 83, so it just kind of depends on the power curve, if that makes sense. But yeah, for the time being though, the 88 1.8 million coin jockey plus Thuram is going to be insane nonetheless, bro. Like, especially the time that we're in, he's definitely top 10. Tell me in the comments, do you think maybe Ferdinand deserves to be over, like, I don't know, Eder Militao, over Lucio? Because Ferdinand is good. That's probably one of the ones that I would say, like, maybe I kind of needed to include in the top 10. You see, he's got Anticipate Plus as well. So that could have been a mistake. You know, I'm human, boys. I make a mistake. But I just feel like if I compare, like, in comparison to the cards at top 10 that I've placed here, I don't see him being anywhere near above anyone here, bro. Maybe you could say over Van de Ven, maybe over Lucio as well. And then that's about it, in my opinion, you know. Tell me in the comments, though, do you think Ferdinand deserves to be here? And then we've got, obviously, the best valued center backs. This is Kunde. Everybody knows about him, has his own unique running style. He's got Jockey Plus. If you don't know about Jockey Plus, basically it makes the card much faster in terms of projection of tackles and movement from side to side. So when it comes to, like, just holding L2 on PlayStation, the way they move just makes them faster when they do have Jockey Plus. So if they have the base as well, very good. But yeah, I think for the center backs, the main playstyles to look out for is Anticipate Plus, Jockey Plus. If they don't have that, at least look out for the bases of those. So like Jockey, Anticipate, Intercept, base, you know, anything to get the ball. Bruise is also very nice as well. I think those are the main elements right there for that. But yeah, let's jump over to the fullbacks. I think with the fullbacks, I included them in the separately. So we're gonna have to split them up like that. Now, when it comes to fullbacks, I feel like there's always a nice leniency when it comes to fullbacks. You want to get players that are fast because essentially you are trying to, like, get to the attacker, right? You're trying to project where the attacker is going to go, etc, etc. So for that time being, I think for the most part, most of these cards are, I'd say, at least above 80. You could say 85 pace split, bro. So for the time being, that's perfect. You're going to see. Let's just do that. And then we should be fine right there. For left backs and right backs, now, as I said, most of them are going to be fast, right? Top 10 left backs, top 10 right backs. Let me know in the comments, do you agree with this? Let's jump over to the left backs. You got the likes of all the icons, of course, bro. Yes, Cole is here. You know why he's here? He's got the Jockey Plus. I've actually versed him a couple of times now recently. Very irritating card to verse because not only the stats, but the Jockey Plus. So it's all retrospective, all inclusive stats together. You have to look out for the roles, playstyles, and stats, and also separate stats from feel. Are they better in-game than what they say? You know, that's the 4 elements I'd say I look out for. And then also, like, hearing in the community what cards are actually really good. And then also playing the game. You know, Balde, Nuno Mensch, I think we can all agree right there, like, it's not rocket science to know that these cards are great, especially from the icon perspective. And then you got Jordi Alba, 180,000 coins, bro. Very good value card. He's top 10 instantly. I feel like he's even top 5. Every time I play him, very compact, has that very nice, unique playstyle plus. You got obviously Cap de Villa, which some people might say a little bit sus, but I don't think so, man. It all stems down to playstyles, as I said. He's got quick step, which kind of counters and actually alleviates the lack of pace, or you could say compensates the lack of pace that he has, you know. He's got very, very nice playstyles, and then very nice reactions. Reaction is a stat that a lot of people, you need to look out for that. Reactions basically showcases how good the card is overall. So if they have the better reactions, the better they're going to be, like, more nippy, basically more animated, you could say, in a way. So yeah, for that time being, the best value though is going to be the main man, Theo Hernandez. Now I know there's a Mendy as well, Evo. I didn't really include too much Evos, but only the relevant ones, like you'll see Camavinga, yes, is here, you know, those type of cards. But yeah, I think Theo Hernandez is amazing value, man. You slap that man in your team, he just always has that, like, unique body type as well. Very physical, and he's not lanky, you know, that's the nice thing about him. He's very, like, physical without being lanky, which is a very, very unique thing in this game. But yeah, Top 10 left backs, tell me who do you think deserves to be or who doesn't. Let's hear your thoughts right there. When it comes to right backs, a lot of icons actually in right backs, right? You obviously got Philip Lahm, right? I don't think Philip Lahm is going to be in top 10. I just personally don't think so. I think someone like Zambrata is more OP. Even though Philip Lahm, I think, has Intercept Plus. He's a good card, don't get me wrong. Easy, maybe you could say top 10, then Hakimi goes down to best valued. I needed to include Dumfries, though. I feel like Dumfries is just very nice. Also a very physical type of card that, you know, I feel like he does stem down to a little bit of lankiness, though. So you have to just look out for that. But for best value, I mean, 60,000 coins, amazing card in game. Yeah, maybe Philip Lahm could have also been here. There's just so much cards, but at least I included, or I'm mentioning the cards that I think are close to top 10 at least. Maybe over Maicon or you could say Hakimi. But I think Frimpong, even given the stats that he does have, I know he has 75 defense, separate stats from Phil. 75 defense doesn't equate like that in game. In game, he's going to catch up to most of the attackers with his pace. Very nice dribbling as well to be like that flanker. He could have been like a versatile type of right back. But yeah, he's a solid right back, man. I like him in game. And a lot of people using his gold card. Kind of dissipated though. But for now, perfect. Let's jump over to the midfielders though. I think when it comes to midfielders, I've separated literally all of them. Because I felt like I needed to be very descriptive, you know. So we're going to go CDMs, CMs, and then obviously cams. We'll separate them, obviously leave timestamps as well for the boys that just want to like move over to specific areas of like, you know, positions. So yeah, cams, that's perfect. Let's jump over to the CDMs though, top 10 CDMs. When it comes to a CDM, you're looking at deep lying playmakers, holding players. You're looking at cards that either have, I feel like, that's good is the anticipate, intercept, and then obviously jockey as well, plus. But if they have a passing playstyle with, you could say, defending base playstyle, then it's perfect. You know, someone like Sergio Busquets that has the ping pass or tiki-taka. I think it's tiki-taka plus, right? I always get mixed up with what it, yeah, it's tiki-taka plus. But look what he has, anticipate base. So he collects the ball. He's definitely top 10, man. Insane CDM in this game. Very, very nice card. I hate versing him. He's solid. Yeah, just couldn't get him because he was very expensive. But we've got Essien. Now, why is Essien here? People will be like, Mike, his stats look so mid. Separate stats from Phil. Jockey plus. Playstyles is looking nice. He's got the incisive as well to be a very nice, you know, ball releaser. Pause. 81 reactions is a little bit low, but I feel like he's top 10 because of what he offers in terms of the defending department. Like, very decent in terms of like getting that ball as well. The jockey plus will make it much better. Vieira, come on, don't look at his stats. Yes, he has 3-star, 3-star. Not the best playstyles. Bro, it's Vieira in game. Please do not. If you're saying Vieira's not top 10 CDM, then that's just on you. You don't know how to play this game. But yeah, Matuidi, Jockey Plus, probably one of the best ones right now, alongside like Yaya Toure. Then we've got Mascherano. This is probably one of the most underrated ones. Ping Pass Plus, but intercept base. Very good pace split. And he has like that perfect, I feel like, he's kind of like a Ramirez as well. You think he's tall in game? No, he's actually very compact. A little bit smaller than likely. But yeah, Schumann is very nice as well. I think he's a little bit inflated because he's a new card, but very nice. I feel like any version of him that's relevant is good because of his body type and like, you know, animations in game. We've got Mecca. In Mecca, I can never pronounce his name. What he is though is a beast. He's above 80 everything, so that's 80 club, Root Hullet Gang, Bruiser Plus, 300,000 coins. Looking nice, looking very merry. We've got the man, Patrick Guijarro de Gal. Insane, 21,000 coins for best valued. As a CDM, I don't know why she's so cheap. She kind of even reminds me of a Putellas, bro. You could say very, very close to Putellas as well. For 20k, that's literally like, you could say 280,000 coins cheaper. And very similar to Putellas, you know. It's just Putellas got 5-star, 5-star. You boys know the deal. Let's jump over to the CMs though. When it comes to CMs, these are the cards that are mainly, you could say, roaming, box-to-box, holding. They do everything, bro. This is the heart of the team. This is the players that have the most in-game stats in the team. They are 80 clubs for the most part. They either defend. They must know their role, you know. Like if you're running a 2CM formation, you want to have a CDM or CM that's very defensive, and you want to have a CM that can do all the work, offensive or defensively inclined, you know, both of it. So I feel like the CM ticks both of that. Someone like Camavinga that is very attainable at the time. Ignore all this other stuff. All you had to do was just get his gold. You could have even placed him. I think he had a playstyle plus that you could have put him into, and then you can put him into the big fella, and he becomes an insane CM. And yes, I do think he's a top 10. Separate stats from Phil. Don't look at his stats in game. The way this man plays, any relevant version of Camavinga. Same thing with Tchouaméni is insane. But he's more of like that offensive, defensive type of player. Very nice. You got Iniesta, Ruud, Abili. There's a lot of other icons that I could have included, like Xavi and that, but I feel like all these other cards overshadow them. Like, I'd personally take Putellas over Xavi just because of the way she moves, you know, maneuvers herself. You have to look at it, all that type of things, you know. But I feel like for the most part, when it comes to midfielders, having a tall CM that's like, that shrugs players off the ball, always good. And then having a CM that's a little bit smaller because she can transition, a little bit easier to move or maneuver, is perfect, man. Someone like, my ideal like CM partnership would be Vieira and probably Inform Putellas. For me, that I feel like would be perfect as a CM partnership. But if you have 3 CMs, you could have someone like Putellas, Ruud, and then even Karchawi. Do you get me? Like someone like alongside that. But the thing is, you want to have someone that's very, very defensive. So even Vieira, Putellas, and Karchawi would be perfect. So yeah, Vert is always here. And then we've got the best valued. Yes, I know you boys were looking, where is De Jong? He's at the best valued, bro. Very nice card. I've used him, played around 100 games with him. He is solid, very compact. Love his passing as well. I do think over time will dissipate. That's why he's not in like top 10. But I would still say maybe top 20, bro, as like midfielders. So yeah, let's jump over to the cams, though, man. This is the more attacking ones. This is the shadow strikers, the playmakers, the classic 10s. These are the cards that are essentially your chance creators, yes, but also they drive with the ball. Yes, they pass good, but they must also at least have somewhat offensive abilities. For the perfect cam in this game, I feel like, yes, always the icons are good. I like these always other icons like Kaká. I just feel like personally, Verts, Messi, Mati, Hamsik is better. You know, Kaká is a little bit lanky. Tell me in the comments, do you think someone else deserves to be here? Like for instance, Pele, I could have added him at my strikers. He's not at strikers, top 10. Because yes, he can be, but I feel like he's a better cam. Someone that has the incisive, you know, he's more of that chance creator, like shadow striker type vibes. Yeah, he's going to creep up on you. Very nice card, though. Messi is definitely here, bro. As a cam, probably the best position that he has right now. I wouldn't put him on the wing as a little bit slow. He's a perfect, like, literally how he played at Barca, bro. A beast, man. A beast. Classic 10 right there, you could even say. Perfect right there, no pun intended. But yeah, Hamsik is very nice as well. I wanted to include him as top 10 CMs. I feel like he's a perfect cam with the incisive pass plus and just maneuvers himself so nice and can press from the top with the defending stats, which is nice. Verts as well, probably one of the best passes in the game. Yes, I'd actually put him above De Bruyne and Fernandes, bro. You know, their specific versions, because he has amazing passing, and not only that, he actually has offensive abilities and raw stats to be that card. So I like that type of cam. Yeah. Best valued cam is Mariona, man. Oh my word. Tiki Taka Plus. Amazing stats all around. For 99,000 coins, you are getting a steal. And not only that, she can actually also press from the top with 76 defense. She's pretty much one of the most versatile cards alongside like Karchawi, I'd say. So yeah, get her in your team, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice for 99k, bro. There's some very, very nice beasts. But yeah, speaking of beasts, let's jump over to the wingers. I always say, man, when it comes to the wide players, there's a nice leniency, you could say. We're gonna just wait because, you know, Google Chrome takes so long to kind of go. But yeah, when it comes to like the wingers, there's a nice leniency like fullbacks where you just kind of run with whatever they give you in terms of what you packed, you know, because all you need to do is literally just run with your player. If they have the skills, then that's even better. But for the most part, I think the meta now is the inside forward, especially now with the patch. I'm seeing that you can actually give that through ball, like line breaking pass through, so it kind of like goes in between the wherever you're passing. Like let's say I'm passing to the right, if I pass to my right wing, right, and he's on an inside forward, that line breaking pass will go through the left center back and left back, and essentially the inside forward will run very nice like the card that in the rolls, and they're gonna absolutely cook, bro. So for the time being, you want to have fast cards. Can we just maybe... Okay, this thing is absolutely tweaking. I think we should be close to getting it right. A little bit of technical difficulties, but we should be fine. There we go. Now it's swapped over. I can't lie to the guys. To the guys that have OCD, I'm really sorry right there, because this is literally left wings at right and then right wingers at left. But it doesn't really matter, man. They're all wingers at the end of the day. Some could even play both, you know. I mean, look at the likes of... George Best, bro, like for instance, a 900,000 coins beast. But yeah, when it comes to the right wingers though, these are the cards that I feel like are the best, top 10. We got this new Rodrigo. Some people already have him, bro. Yeah, that's alarming. But fair enough, if you have him though, he's top 10. Because of the finesse shot plus, he'll cut inside. He has the 4-star, 4-star. Yeah, when it comes to, I feel like players for the wingers, it doesn't really matter that much, but at least have one element of surprise when it comes to weak foot or skill moves. If they both have 3-star, 3-star, it's a little bit of like, you know, redundancy, bro. A little bit like, you know, stagnancy, you could even say. Because you want to have that element of surprise. Let's say, for instance, like Salah, if he has a 3-star weak foot, at least he has the finesse shot plus and he's left-footed. So he'll cut inside and like finesse. But not only that though, he does at least have 4-star skills. So you have to look out for that. And then the best valued winger, right winger, is Di Maria, bro. 77k technical plus, 87 pace, amazing passing and dribbling stats. That card you're going to see in a lot of people's teams, and he's shifty. Very nice. And with the trickster, the man is going to be insane. Yeah, Gareth Bale, Jorginho, Garrincha best, of course. Best version of, obviously, Graham Hansen. Very nice. Let's move over to the left wingers. Now, when it comes to left wingers as well, same thing. Rafinha was actually one that I was very surprised at how he's so cheap, bro. 160k for him. And one of the best wingers in the game, straight up. But yeah, this card right here, oh my good golly gosh, bros. If you're needing a winger, right, that does everything, and yes, he is even at the best valued. So good, he's placed twice here, bro. 2 different versions, but what I was going to say is the gold card absolutely desecrates me, bro. There's no point in even buying the 1,050,000 coin one, because this gold one, bro, like, it's literally just -1 for every stat except for obviously defense and physical. They both have rapid plus as well, and pretty much same playstyles if I'm not mistaken. Just get the gold, bro. Save yourself that 1 million coins, and he's gonna absolutely cook. Separate. This is probably the most like it epitomizes what I'm saying about separate stats from feel. 80 finishing, no, my friends. This card with a 5-star weak foot can finish everything, bro. He finishes his dinner indeed. So yeah, we've got obviously Leao. I wouldn't really place him as a striker top 10. I place him as a winger because that's just his natural position, and he cuts inside beautifully with the inside forward and finesse shot plus. Pauli Future, same thing with him. They say he's a striker. No. Man is probably the most coldest dynamic image, by the way. You know, it just looks so sick. He looks like a vampire, bro. Very nice indeed. Makes me happy, makes me smile. The best value though is Nico Williams, as I said. Hazard is there, you know, Ribéry, Ronaldinho. Not really much icons, I feel like, here at left wingers, but still very nice cards. Let's jump over to the strikers. This one is the this one was difficult to do, man. God damn, bro. There's so much strikers that are so good. I feel like these are the best. Now, argue with your whoever, with your family, bro, that we can all agree, yes, we can all agree. Mbappe R9, Claudia Pina, of course, even her gold card, probably Dembele, and at least Mia Hamm or Morgan is definitely in top 10, bro. There's no doubt about it. I even have honorable mentions to place, and there's a lot. I can't lie. There's even Cantona that I've missed out on. There's so much strikers though. I feel like Zlatan or Zlatan Ibrahimovic, as a famous speed one says, I don't think he's getting placed in top 10, bro. The issue with him, I feel, is just the lankiness, man. Especially when the game's not all that great. You know, he's gonna be insane though. Like, I mean, with the bruiser and how tall he is, he's gonna be absolutely insane. I just personally think with the way the game is set out, right, 6'4". I mean, if you know how to feed the through balls though, and kind of have him as a lone striker, like 4-1-1 vibes, it's going to be one of the best strikers you'll ever use. But I feel it's not a card that everyone can use. So for that instance, objectively speaking, not top 10. 3 million coins though is crazy, but very nice card. In my personal top 10, maybe I'd place him at top 10. Even top 5, because he'd be so fun to use. It's Zlatan, bro. I just feel like also playstyle plus wise, you know, power shot's not really that great, but all these cards here, objectively, everyone can use. They're easy to use, you know, so that's why they are here. The best value is Openda. That just came out through the... What is that? I think it's in the... Everybody knows how good it is. I think it's called El Capitan. Everybody did that one. Yeah, 5-star weak foot. He becomes insane pace. We know the deal. Claudia Pina as well. But yeah, let me know, man. Also, this new Pajot with the low driven plus. Obviously not top 10, but very close to. I'd still think Claudia Pina is top 10, man. She's literally the Benetta of this new generation. The 6-7 generation, you could say. But yeah, nonetheless, though, boys, tell me who's your favorite card to use in this game. Right now, for me, it's Lukaku, bro. I'm loving my Lukaku that I just placed in the... I think it was also El Capitan, I think. No. It was the one that got him to technical plus. which I think was that one. I actually completely forgot, but very nice card for me. Is like 75 goals. Yeah. Let me know, boys. Catch you in the next one. Hopefully, I'll do the top 5 best players in each position as well soon. With that one, I'll probably exclude icons and what is it? I'll probably exclude icons and heroes, bro. You know, if that makes sense, like a more attainable top 5. Does it make sense? Or we'll probably just do, because it will be very boring for me to just add like the icons. Because then I'll just let's say for instance, if it was top 10 strikers, I'll just personally say Ham, Henry, Morgan, Eusebio, Ronaldo. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's boring. I don't want to do that. With the top 10, I at least had leeway because it's 10 players. Does that make sense? But yeah, let me stop yapping. Have a sweet one, boys. Have a sweet weekend. Tell me what you guys get in champs. That's the top 10 players in each respective position. Have a sweet one, boys. Peace.